like turtles.
Are you ready to get physical? It's time to talk some this and more. We're gonna talk about it all. DVD, CD, UHD, VHS, clips, Blu-ray. Who knows, maybe you'll even see the laser disc today. So let's get physical. We wanna talk some physical media. Movies and TV, music and more. Come check out what we have in store. This is a media house dream. It's time for some physical media on FanZcene.
I know it was like really popular because it like won some Oscars and whatever, but
Jimmy does that.
It's got the Mighty Ducks guy. It's got that guy.
No! Yes, but no! He's not the Mighty Ducks guy! It's Emilio Estevez! We're the Emilio!
You can never have enough physical media.
Egg.
Hello.
Hello. What is up, my fellow followers? Glad to see you guys out there in chat at home. Welcome back to the Physical Media Show. It looks like it's me and Runner. You can kick me, Tom. You can kick me. I apologize. I apologize. I'm so sorry, Tom.
I don't even know how to react to that.
I apologize. I meant to say it looks like me and Tom. Runner ain't coming. That's what I meant to say. It's just my bad, man. My bad. I apologize.
Well, to be fair, Runner's probably. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Runner's probably back in school by now, wouldn't he? Or no, he's
he
out of
graduated.
School, That's right. Where are you jerk?
That's what he is. Look what you did, you jerk. Little jerk. Anyways, I apologize, Tom. I apologize. But welcome back to the Physical Media Show here on FanZcene. With me is Tom Connors, right there. From
I guarantee you I'm the only person you know with an Exorcist 3 shirt. That's
yep,
right.
more than likely. And I need to get one because I love The Exorcist 3. I really do. It's a great movie. Yeah, but let's go ahead and say hi to the chat and get into the show tonight. Yeah. My apologies. That's as bad as like me calling him a name, man. What's up, John the Beagle Dad? Glad to see you out there as well. Hell to you, FKHC 2005. Glad to see you. Hell to you, Brian Barth. Good to see you as well. I'm glad you got the Gambler from Vinegar Syndrome. Good pickup. Hell to you, Tim Hayes. Glad to see you out in the chat. Howdy, Dubba Fett. Good to see you as well. Ace Hanlon. It's going fine. I hope it's going good for you. What is up, Style Section? Hell, all physical media party people waiting for the postman and post office with their goods. Always waiting, right? You're always waiting on the UPS man and the truck and the mail guy. Always. But glad to see you out there. And John the Beagle Dad. Yeah, I know we were a little late, but hey, it happens sometimes. Hello, Corleone Road. Glad to see you. I want to say Chad, but it says Chode 90 for Barrero 1. Hello to you. Glad to see you. I hope I said it right. I always wanted to say like don't be a chode or whatever. It's weird. Anyways, hell to you, Captain Krypton Scroob. Hell Scroob. I'm thinking like Spaceballs. Glad to see you, Captain Krypton. Hell to you, Psycho Not Your Daddy. Just in time as always. Just in time as always. And good evening to you, Tyrell 72. Live long and prosper as always.
Hello, President Scroob.
Yeah.
Hello, Marlene. Hello, Charlene. I'm Charlene, and I'm Marlene. Chew your gum.
Why didn't you tell me my ass was that fat?
No more beaming. I'll just walk. All right,
Sorry.
that's Spaceballs.
That's Spaceballs. There goes the neighborhood. There goes the planet.
Oh, shit. There goes the planet.
There's the planet. Connor's Runner, tomato. What's up, Dubba?
I guess so. I mean, I look just like the sexy guy. You know?
Runner wished he looks like you.
He wished he was this sexy.
He wishes.
That's right. Especially with my hair.
Just let your soul go.
I got the swirl.
Let it shine through. Just let your soul, baby.
I need some of that soul glow because I got this curl right here that I hate it. I hate when my hair starts growing out and it curls.
It'd probably
like
do you
that.
some good, yeah.
Because I was born with curly hair. Surprisingly, I was born with long blonde curly hair. Uh, it was crazy. What is up, Steven? Salute to you. Glad to see you. I'm still like seeing you in the beginning of the opening when I have the theme song playing. Seeing you without your beard looks weird now because I see you with that beard and it looks like a different person. So salute to you. Glad to see you as well. See who we do have a member. Wait, I missed one. What is up, Dalton B90? Glad to see you. Cheers to you. We do have Tim Hayes sending us a member chat, which is great. Says hail, FanZcene Vids and Midnight's Edge. Well, hail to you as well. Again, Tim, glad to see you. And just for that, I will give you. What can I give you that I haven't played in a while? Always, I'll do this one again. I like this one.
Fuck that space bear.
Where's a Wookiee when you need him? So glad to see you. Thank you, Tim Hayes, for being a member for 41 months. I appreciate you, man. I do appreciate it. Thank you. What's up? Be kind. Rewind as always. What's up, Scare Scuttlebutt Podcast? Glad to see you out there in the chat tonight. And I think we are all cut up. I'm glad to have you guys all out in the chat and everybody at home. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and we'll have some good physical media show tonight. What do we have?
Don't make any promises there.
Don't make any promises. What's up, Danny? Glad to see you.
Well, we got some news. Lionsgate Limited now has Dogma up again for Steelbook lovers out there.
Yes,
so
sir.
Go get that if you need it. They also dropped The Doors is getting re-released in 4K. Now it will evidently have 2 new extras. A new Oliver Stone director's intro explaining why he prefers his new director's cut. And Val, Oliver, and Jim, the making of Morrison. Now that looks interesting. So
that sounds good. Yeah.
But like at first I'm like, oh, it's bad. So if I actually get some money together, if anybody wants to help me out, I probably will get it.
Yes. You can help him out.
Just
you can always help me out too. Yeah.
The Steelbook is kind of meh. It looks like a AI picture.
Yeah, I saw that and I wasn't too happy with that Steelbook.
Yeah.
So, yeah. If I can, let me find out. You go ahead and I'll find a picture.
I'm sharing it right now.
Oh, you are? Sorry, I was looking for it while you were. There you go. Yeah,
that looks bad.
I guarantee you that's AI. That's got to be AI.
This is the end. This is the end, my friend. The end. What's next? They're going to use AI on the Doors albums?
Oh, probably.
I think they did, actually. I know they did on Queen and some other ones. I would be surprised.
All right, I got stoned and can't pick a cut I like.
He's almost as bad as fucking Ridley Scott.
Right. He's getting there. It's getting there.
All right. So, other words, another new news, or as far as releases, Kino is doing A Bridge Too Far in 4K. Uncommon Valor. I know that's a pretty popular one, so I think that'll do pretty well for them. Let's see here. What else was there? There was a couple more, I think, from them. Unless we just got more. I'm not seeing anything else, so that must have been it.
I know. I think we brought up Runaway Train last week, and I think it was just.
Oh, yes.
Valor was this week is the only thing. Uncommon Valor, I mean, sorry.
Uncommon Valor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty much it for those. Otherwise, was there anything else?
I don't think so. Not that I really saw. That's why I was looking.
Song Sung Blue is coming from Universal. That's a new one. Dante's Peak finally is going to get released in 4K, I guess. That one got delayed, if you remember right.
Yeah, I remember that. Yep.
Did we bring up Outbreak last week? I think we did.
Yes, he brought up Outbreak.
Yeah, so then we're all caught up, yep.
Here's one. I don't know if you saw this, or did we ever mention this? It's the Rolling Stones, Let's Spend the Night Together on 4K from Kino.
I think it was announced, but yeah, I think we just got details on it. So yeah,
Okay, so we? I wasn't sure if we announced that one.
I don't know if we ever brought it up, but yeah, that's a good question.
It comes out the 27th of January. It looks like, I think. Yeah.
K2 is another one from Kino,
Mm-hmm.
ski movie.
I remember. Yeah, I remember that movie.
Or not ski movie, rock climbing, mountain climbing.
Yeah,
That's
mountain
what,
climbing.
I knew what I meant. Not really.
You know what's even worse? I don't know if you saw the full doors thing. Just like I know I'm going back to the doors, but I just saw like it with the slip off of it.
Oh, let's see what it looks like with the slip off. I haven't seen that. No.
Look at that.
Oh, what the fuck did they turn him into an SJW?
What is that?
Oh my god!
What is that?
What the fuck?
That's bad.
He looks like he's gonna scream at me and tell me fuck Trump.
What is that?
Lionsgate, come on, guys. You had this shit dicked for a while. What the fuck are you doing?
Val Kilmer's like, I didn't approve this.
Look, there's even been some of their re-releases on Lionsgate Limited where I'm just like, why the fuck did you ruin the original fucking deal you had?
Yeah, why? Oh,
like,
man.
I mean, the American Psycho probably was one of the best.
Mm-hmm.
And then you turn and then you get to this. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. What was that?
They've been getting just wonky on their weird shit. I don't know. Robert, talk to these people.
That is horrible. I'd hate to see what the Rambo ones are going to look like when they get them all done.
Oh, God, Lord, no. I mean, I thought the ones we had were kind of meh.
Mm-hmm.
Like, stick with something either more like the original poster art or do something cool with it. Right? I don't know. Just...
Mm-hmm. That's... Like they
looks
said,
like clown shit is more like it.
It's like they said. There's like the marketing department really, they have nothing to do, so they make.
Well, that's who handles it now. It's not even people who actually really.
Yeah, they don't.
I think are. I wouldn't say they're actually trained or go to school for any of this shit, really.
Yeah.
But anyhow, let's move on from that.
Let's get on. I think there was I don't think there was anything else.
I think that was it.
Yeah. What's up? Hey, Clark the Shark, check.
Hey, you got a link.
If you're available, you can join us tonight. So
I think there was one other one from Lionsgate, but again, for some reason, and this I'm going to say this to Lionsgate. Quit re-releasing shit you already got out.
Exactly.
That's what's then you fucking charge out the ass for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the fuck?
That's why I've never really bought from their
well, yeah, because they've had a handful that you could only get through there.
Mm-hmm.
Now Dogma's being one of the exceptions because they have a standard edition, but if you want the steelbook, you got to go through there.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
it's a weird thing with them. I don't know. It's just all kind of weird.
Cabin Fever's already been released once, as far as I know. It just, what was the other ones they've done now?
For like the limited releases that they have.
No, Knives Out I think has also been released already once before.
Mm-hmm.
House of 1,000 Corpses I think but it's a Blu-ray. It's not even. It's the same movie.
Yeah, they've never released the original any of them in 4K. I don't think, have they?
No. Jacob's Ladder I think is one of the only other ones that they did as a original.
Yeah.
Now, some of their Vestron series, I think you can only get... Oh, Meatballs, that was the other one I was trying to think
Meatballs, 4K, yeah.
Yeah, Ghoulies, but I think you could get that also through Ghoulies 3.
Mm-hmm.
I think you could... And Frailty, I think, was another one that was newer.
That was a new 4K, because it had never been
but Crank 4K. Was a re-release.
Yeah.
All these I'm looking at here are just re-releases and shit, mostly. Anyway, enough bitching. Let's move on.
Hey, that's what we're here for, right?
King of New York might be the only other one I was thinking of, but
oh yeah. It's crazy. Hey, what's up, Six? And also Davina Duckworth, glad to see you. And Deeple 101, I seen you come in as well too. Glad to see you guys out there. Okay, so I guess that's that. So Tom,
You motherfucker.
you motherfucker. I will rain down thunder. Uh, I don't know.
Dalton said the
Anyways,
Steelbook is at his Walmart. That's insane if that's true.
really,
Yeah.
really,
Fucking A
I
Lionsgate.
I've seen the regular 4K at Walmart. I haven't seen the Steelbook at Walmart, but it wouldn't surprise me. It depends on what Walmart you go to. No worries,
Yeah, mine
man.
ain't got shit.
No worries. Yeah, mine used to, but it's slowly starting to shrink more and more here lately. Uh, it still has it still has like all the TV series that they have, like a whole like line of them, but they've started to slowly replace sections of it with the collectible stuff. Have you seen that at the Walmarts?
Yeah, yeah, they
Like
have a
that,
small section of
here's
that at
like the
ours.
horror stuff, and here's like the anime stuff of like T-shirts and collectible toys, and then like they're
And
slowly.
that shit don't sell either.
Yeah, it was on clearance last week, so
Yeah.
all that shit was. Um, but anyways, do you want to go? You want to go first since
I can.
it's just us? Whatever you
I
got.
can do that. Well, this one came out about 2 weeks ago, I think it was, or 3.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of the few that Disney has done recently that wasn't a steelbook only one, and I don't think it even got a steelbook like Sound of Music. But it's one of the better animated films of the latter period, I guess, whatever you want to call it, of 2D animation anyway. And that is Emperor's New Groove, starring David Spade and John Goodman. And it's a funny movie. If I don't know if you've ever seen it before.
Yeah,
It's got
I've
an interesting background. Robert Meyer Burnett worked on the original. I should have grabbed it. I do have it.
Oh,
The original
really?
2-disc DVD. I didn't bring over any of my other stuff for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, no, it's you never seen it, Six? Oh, it's fun.
I've seen it. Boom.
It's
baby.
funny because it was meant to be a completely different film from my understanding to begin with, and then it became what it is. And Sting was meant to do all these songs for it and all this other stuff, and it was supposed to be like about a sun god or some shit like that. And I guess only one song by Sting ended up in the final film. But it's one of those movies that fell apart in the original pre-production / production, and I think the film that we got in turn is so much better. But yeah, and of course we get introduced to Kronk here as well.
I was gonna say they gave us Kronk, it gave us David Spade as a llama and everything. So.
It's weird that the only reason I can say that I know it's not, but it almost feels like it was meant to be a vehicle for Chris Farley and David Spade, but I know it wasn't because it came together in such haste at the end of its production life. And yeah, Kingdom of the Sun, I think is what it was meant to be called. It was all about this like sun god and all this other shit. So the llama story, I think, came in way late, and this whole idea with, turning it into what it is, and it just became Disney's first really flat out comedy probably since Aladdin, right?
Yeah.
Like, and there's no, it's also, I believe, their first animated film not to be a musical. If I remember right as well.
That's right. That's right. There's no musical numbers in this.
Not really. I mean, there's the opening song with Tom Jones or whatever, and the end, but. Like throughout the film, I don't think there's any musical breaks or anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Eartha Kitt was, I think most of the voice cast was similar-ish, as Brian Barth puts out.
Mm-hmm.
But it kind of became this completely different thing, and I remember seeing it in the theater, not quite knowing what it was going to be, and ended up walking out loving it. So it was like, yeah, it was a pleasant surprise, because my son's mom at the time wanted to see it. This was even before he was born. So like, it was obviously one that we grew up with, or he grew up with early on. So I'm curious how he feels about it still. But yeah, as far as how the movie looks, it's got a brand new Dolby Atmos remix from what I recall. The thing with this movie is this was done in that transition period. So I believe even though it's hand-drawn animation, the painting and all of the backgrounds and all that kind of business was all done in computers.
Yeah.
So from my like just eyeballing it from Blu-ray I went from DVD all the way up through to 4K, and of course you can notice a huge improvement in the color and the clarity and the resolution.
Mhm.
But the jump from Blu-ray to 4K was minimal.
Right.
Because I think this movie was probably a 2K up convert, if I had to guess. Because I think it was finished on computer and then they just put it out. Because that doesn't even look like they scanned a film at all,
Yeah.
which wouldn't make any sense. Which is why I couldn't understand why they did that with South Park movie, which came out right around the same time. Which is, if you've got the original files, just go back to the original files.
Yeah, just go back
Fuck
to
it.
that. Yeah.
And I think that's what they did here. So yeah, there's a great like making of stuff. I don't know how much of that making of stuff made its way over into this version.
Mm-hmm.
I'm willing to bet a lot of it is not. Because it does have a Blu-ray with it, but the only other Blu-ray I have of this came with Kronk's New Groove as well.
Nice.
And then I have the old 2-disc DVD edition that Rob worked on. So
yeah. This was like the weird period of Disney where they were like, yeah, they were like good, like Hercules and Emperor's New Groove and all that. Like, yeah, they were good and they were fun. And then they kind of just like something happened in between.
that Roseanne movie happened.
Yeah, was it where she's a cow?
Yeah. And there was like another one or two around there that just kind of went like this was probably the last animated hit for a while for Disney Animation until probably what was it, Frog Prince or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Katzenberg left. Yeah, I mean it had a very DreamWorksy kind of. This was one of the most non-Disney Disney movies ever.
It really doesn't feel like one of them.
It feels more like a DreamWorks movie.
It does. It does. It feels like it could almost be what like in the Shrek universe with the CGI and stuff, the way it's made.
It's not quite CGI, but yeah, you're right. Like it feels like that earlier DreamWorks with that attitude and the starring cast with a bunch of voice actors that we recognize and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, no. But I mean, of course, the highlight of the film has to be Kronk. Yeah. I mean, let's be real. I mean,
sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say the voice actor. Oh my God, I can't think of his name, but you know who I'm talking about. The guy. Him and his sons went and re-recorded Kronk's lines, and all of his sons sound just like him. Everyone, he's got like three or four. They probably grew up
listening to it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, like they could do his voice. Like if he ever, like Patrick they don't need AI to replace him. Patrick Warburton. Yes, thank you.
He's also in Scream 3. He's the guy that calls Dewey Do-Rag.
Yep. Yeah. Listen here, Dewdrop. I don't need
you. Dewdrop. Yeah.
Yeah. No, but like his sons, like if he ever retires and he can't do like every one of his sons can do his voice. So I seen it. I think it was for the anniversary of this. They were re-recording the lines for the anniversary of this movie.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this year would probably be an anniversary, I'd imagine. Otherwise, I don't know why they'd be re-releasing it again.
It has to be, right? When was it? Let's see. What year was it released?
2001, I think.
Let's see.
So this technically would, because it just came out like 2 weeks ago.
2000, it says. So it's 26 years, not even 25. It's been 26.
I don't think this came, unless it came out at the end of last year. I don't know. Maybe it did.
Yeah, but I mean, it is a funny movie. David Spade really works, and they do play well off each other. It's sort of like a Chris Farley with John Goodman and him thing. But yeah, Kronk is great. His interaction with the Eartha kid as well too is really good with her. So yeah, it was a fun movie. He gets turned into a David Spade is like a
yeah. So the plot is David Spade plays a spoiled prince or king, and he wants to build a summer home on a hill where John Goodman's characters lives with his family, while at the same time Eartha Kitt, who is this right-hand man or whatever you want to call it, concierge, or not concierge, consigliere or whatever, she's plotting to take him out, and Kronk fucks it up, and instead of giving him poison, he accidentally gives him llama juice and turns him into a llama. And he was supposed to kill him, but of course he couldn't bring himself to do it. So he just tossed him out of the kingdom. And yeah, it's just, and of course he runs into John Goodman's character who, they have this, it kind of becomes a road buddy kind of movie where they kind of get back to the kingdom to try and reclaim the throne, of course. And it's a cute straightforward ABC story. Works well as a vehicle for all involved, and at the time it came out, I don't think it did very well at the box office. I think people weren't quite sure what to do with it, and I'm not sure the advertising did it much justice, if I remember right.
Yeah,
but it was one of those movies that became a huge hit on DVD.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember it making a lot of money, because it was a movie that came out when I had my video store, and I know I made some money on it. So, and I mean, it helps that it's a sell through to begin with on the videotape side of it, so that's a big plus. But I just remember it being a very popular DVD as well. So, it's fun. It's good to see it again, and it's been quite a few years since I've watched it. Actually,
I have not seen this. My nephew loved this movie, the one that I grew up. He loved this movie. This was one of his favorites. So yeah, it's right in that. It's, right there. Success sounds like a terrible plot. It's not bad.
It was kind of thrown together at the last minute, and it's all about the performances, the camaraderie, the back and forth between the characters, and that's kind of where the movie works.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it's a very simple kind of plot.
Yeah.
Very simple.
Yeah. It's always a good time, William, to always buy your favorites on physical media, on DVD or Blu-ray. And they do this from time to time with HBO Max. They'll take them off and put them back on and license them out to other streamers at the moment. So,
indeed. So what do you got for us?
All right. Well, I was going to show you this real quick because I found it. So you can hear. Let me see if you can hear this.
Oh, right. The poison. The poison for Cusco. The poison chosen especially to kill Cusco. Cusco's poison. That poison. This is surreal.
Yeah. Yes, that poison.
In the animation studios with our dad, Patrick Warburton, the voice of Kronk from The Emperor's New Groove. And we're going to record some of his iconic lines.
Wish us luck, Dad. Sure, you're all going to do just fine. All right, the poison. The poison for Cusco. The poison chosen especially to kill Cusco. Cusco's poison. That poison.
Don't drink the wine. Poison. Well, he's not as bad as we would have hoped.
Three Arcus wearing pants, plate of hot air, basket of grandma's breakfast, and chained a bowl to a gill. Got it.
It's almost as if you're a clone.
Break it down. Are you kidding me? This is hand-carved mahogany.
My acorn is missing. Squeak, squeaking, squeak, squeakity.
With the exception of one of you guys are great. Really good job. Celebrate The Emperor's New Groove's 25th anniversary by streaming it on Disney.
Yeah, well, buy the Blu-ray.
Oh, that's why they did the streaming version first. Fucking weird.
Yeah, buy the Blu-ray 4K though. But like most of his sons, other than one or two, sound just like him.
Yeah, especially the one with the darker hair.
Yeah. This is crazy. All right, well, I will get into my first. I don't really have anything to go off of that, so
let me give you 3 reasons why you should just move along and forget that guy. Number 1. Look at that guy.
Look at that guy.
He's got like a dress on and he's playing one of those sissy things. We've talked about this before. It's called a harp. Number 2, look what I can do. What does that got to do with? No. He's got a point.
Anyways, I watched Forbidden Planet with Leslie Nielsen, which will probably be getting a 4K. So you're welcome.
Which I bought like a year ago? I know, or maybe 2. I know I brought it on here.
Have you? I don't remember if you did.
I thought so. I could have swore I have, because I know it's not that long ago I saw it. Because I'm pretty sure I watched it here. But anyhow, go ahead. Forbidden Planet.
Maybe you probably did.
Leslie Nielsen with hair. I think with young. Doesn't he have color in his hair in this movie?
He has, even though he doesn't wear a red suit at all. It's gray in the movie.
No, yeah.
But yes, he does have hair. And I was surprised. To be honest, I was kind of surprised about some of the outfits Anne Francis wears in this movie. They were kind of risque for this time period, for 1956.
Well, it's Anne Francis. So.
Well, yeah. I mean, she looked great. She was hot. Yes, Forbidden Planet is great. It is a truly great film. I love old sci-fi films. You guys know that.
Now, am I misremembering? Or is this one of the ones that's kind of Alien before Alien, right?
No, that's Planet of the Vampires.
No. There's another one I was thinking of. It was the same.
This is basically Star Trek. This is Lost in Space.
Okay,
Star
yeah.
Trek. Yeah. So that's basically what this is. So Leslie Nielsen and them are part of the Federations of the Federation Planets, I think, because I know it sounds so similar to the like that's why it's very very Star. Yes, it is very Star Trek. So like they've been sent out, him and his crew, in this flying saucer. It's in the future. They've been sent out to pick up this crew on this what's left of the crew on this other planet, who's been stranded there for a while. And so they go out there to do that, and all that's left is this doctor, his daughter, played by Anne Francis, and there's some weird stuff just seems to be happening on this planet. So that's basically the plot of the movie. It's very, like I said, very Star Trek. And Leslie Nielsen is the commander and everything. And the doctor does look like the doctor from Lost in Space, with the goatee and everything. That's how you know. That's how you knew who the bad guy was going to be, even though he's not really the bad guy, right? You know what I mean? Don't want to spoil it too much. So even though if you haven't seen the movie, it's from 1956. So they go there to pick him up, and the doctor doesn't want to leave. He's made this like nice little like beach house on this weird planet and everything. He's got these animals. He's got his daughter. He's discovered the what was they called, the Krell, what? Damn it, I just watched it and I can't even remember the names of everything. That's how you know you're getting old. Yeah, it's Altar 4 is the planet they go to. He's got Robbie the Robot. This is the first movie Robbie the Robot was in. So he programmed them and everything. And they found out this, they have these caverns and all this equipment and everything. And this just invisible thing starts attacking the Leslie Nielsen and them, and they got to figure out what it is and all that. So yeah, it's like if you like old school sci-fi, if you like the original Star Trek series, Lost in Space, stuff like that, you'll definitely love this. It's definitely a very old school sci-fi movie. But I'm gonna tell you, the special effects in this, they hold up to this day as far as I'm concerned.
I hardly watch it myself, sir. It promotes rust.
It's great, and this Blu-ray is fantastic, by the way, because it looks good. And not only does it look good, you get a whole nother movie. You get what's it called here? You get the follow-up feature film, The Invisible Boy, which also stars Robbie the Robot, and you also get the Thin Man TV episode that features Robbie the Robot. You get some TCM, original documentary, Watch the Skies, which is incredible documentary, by the way, because you get to hear all these like great directors before they became what they are today. You know what I mean? Like you get to hear Steven Spielberg, James Cameron, Ridley Scott, George Lucas, all talking about these sci-fi movies that and what inspired them, and like this movie, The Day the Earth Stood Still, and all that. It's a really
everybody accuses me of stealing stuff from these movies.
Stealing stuff.
When in fact I went back in time and gave them the ideas. These movies.
Yeah, I'm winning. Yeah, it's amazing how for this movie that like the special effects really do still hold up for this one. I would be interested to know what the 4K looks like, because with the colors and everything in this movie, it would pop in 4K.
My guess is that's from a 4K scan.
Yeah, because it looks really good as is. So
it's Warner Archive, isn't it?
No, this might have been done by Warner Archive, but it's not Warner Archive.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? It was put out in 2005. This was released. Or no, 2010. Sorry, 2010. Was Warner Archive doing the other Blu-rays at that time as well too, weren't they?
I don't know, but they were back by that point. I think they were doing 4K scans for everything, so.
Yeah. Everyone was. Yeah, of course. But no, it looks really good. If you've never seen it, it's great. And like I said, I've seen this movie before, but I was like, when I was watching, I saw Anne Francis and some of the outfits she wears, and she even swims naked in the the thing. It's like I was really surprised by that for being 1956. That always takes me by surprise when I watch some of these older movies from the 50s because they are a little more than you imagine. Because everybody talks about how like, oh, they're from the 50s, they're so tame and everything. But if you really watch some of these like movies from the 50s, like old sci-fi or noir movies and stuff like that, they do get a little, like sometimes they feel a little modern at times, or what we perceive as modern with the way the women and the men act. But no, it was really good, and I it's so funny because it's like Leslie Nielsen is like, you could tell Captain Kirk was based on this character because the way he like talks to the people, because like all the guys are trying to get with the girl and everything, and he's just like, no, this one's mine. It's like, you guys, no mess with it. I got this. So he's like, I'm the captain anyways. So it's good. It's a good movie though. But if you've never seen it, check it out. It's really good. Forbidden Planet is incredible. Well, it was 56, so it was right near the turning when everything starts to turn. So, but it's in color and it looks great. Special effects are great. So I enjoyed it. And like I said, it looks like it hasn't been announced, but it's being rumored to be coming to 4K soon. And I finally got it. I got it over Christmas. I'd been putting it off to getting it for a while because I kept thinking, well, with something like that, I'd probably get a 4K. And then I was like, I'll just get it for Christmas. I got it through Groove because Groove was having some of those sales where it's like you get 3 Blu-rays for $20. And I was like, well, I'll just go through here and pick out some Blu-rays that don't have 4Ks yet. And it looks like that's going to get a 4K. So, but no, this one's fine. This one's fine. Yeah, there you go. If it ain't your first, your last. Basically, Captain Kirk in a nutshell. Yeah, it's good. It's a good one, and I love the fact that they're actually like in a flying saucer. Like that's what they thought we'd be traveling in the space in a flying saucer, which eventually led to like the Starship Enterprise and all that. But yeah, I don't remember if you brought it on or not, but maybe you haven't. I just forgot. I am old, so. But that's what I got for you for my first pick of the night. Tom, if you're ready for your next one.
Am. Now, I'm going to ask you. This is a quiz, pop quiz, hot shot. Which Jason Statham movie is this? He's an ex-operative. God damn it. He's an ex-operative.
Uh-huh.
He's returned to the life he's left behind. He loses somebody close to him and has to go for revenge.
Let me think. Could this be the beekeeper man who was expendable in I don't know.
It's The Wrath of the Working Man. No, it's The Wrath of Man.
The Wrath of Man.
And this is a Guy Ritchie film, actually. So this one's a little bit higher in pedigree. Yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty decent. So basically, what this is about is there's these armored truck heists, and he gets involved, and then he gets his son accidentally gets killed during one of the heists because he was called in because one was going on while he was not at work, and so he goes off trying to figure out who's behind it all and take them all down. I mean, really, that's the plot. I mean, it's pretty fucking simple. And at this point with Statham, it's like if it ain't broke, don't fucking fix it, right? Like I even Richard Roper was giving him shit about his new movie Shelter, where he's like, fingers crossed, Jason Statham plays an ex-operative living off the grid who was forced to return to the life he left behind in order to save the innocent life. Guess what? It fucking works. It's one of the most consistent movies out there right now, and he's one of the most consistent movie stars there is. Why? Because everybody knows what they're getting when they go to a Jason Statham movie. There's no fucking surprises. There's no subversion of expectations. You're not going to get a bunch of woke bullshit.
Right.
Anyway, go ahead.
No, I was going to say he's giving the people what they want. That's exactly, a dude being a dude, kicking ass and saving the day. So,
exactly.
Occasionally it would be nice if he got a girl, but it's always fun when he...
There's usually one involved. I mean,
usually.
Just depends on how intense the movie is.
Jason Statham is like a Hallmark movie. You get what you signed
I
up
want
for.
to see Jason Statham in a Hallmark movie.
Could you imagine? I would love to see a Hallmark movie like that. Could you imagine? It's like one of those Christmas Hallmark movies. She moved to a small town after being in the big city, and she meets the man of her dreams who can kick ass.
He's an ex-CIA agent with a talking dog.
Yeah.
Croy, I wish you'd just shut up for once. John Stamos plays the dog. Because he's in every one of those. Like, it's like, I think it's in his contract. Like, he has to be in them.
Yeah. This all of a sudden a bar.
That would be fun.
Out.
I would watch that.
They're
Ass-kicking Christmas.
And not a bar fight. They're in the cafe because it's Christmas and they're drinking cocoa and a guy bumps into her and he just starts kicking everybody's ass in the cafe.
You got cocoa all over my girlfriend's jacket. You owe an apology.
Either you do it or I'm gonna take my foot and pop it upside your head.
Yeah, it's Christmas. It's time for toe. Mistletoe.
There you go. That's great. But anyways, Wrath of Man. I have never seen Wrath of Man, so I'm good at Wrath of Man.
I told you the whole plot.
Pretty much.
Andy Garcia's in it.
I like how he's like Chadi.
Oh yeah, Scott Eastwood's in it too. I think it was
Scott Eastwood's in it.
I think it was Scott Eastwood.
I like how James Marsden has become known as the son.
Oh yeah, Scott Eastwood, and get this shit, Josh Hartnett is in it. Barely.
Josh Hartnett's in it? Seriously?
Yes.
Barely though.
Yeah, he's in it, but it's like, dude, you got like, what the fuck, man? I mean, he took off and his career tanked. I don't know what the fuck he did to himself, but yeah.
Well, he did come back with those couple movies there for a while. He did make a little bit of a comeback. I mean,
and now he's doing this shit.
Is this new? Is this like a new movie just come out?
Yeah.
Oh, really? I thought it was a little. Excuse me. I thought it was a little older.
Well, 2021. I'm sorry.
Oh, 2021.
So you consider that new?
Yeah. Well,
it's put out by Shit Factory, actually.
Oh, really? 6. I don't watch Netflix. I don't do it.
I'm surprised it's on Netflix because it's an MGM movie, actually.
I'm surprised it's not on Amazon.
I would expect it to be, but yeah.
Yeah, but that because they just made a big deal. They just made a big physical media deal. Amazon did with Alliance. So.
Oh, that means their Warner deal is no longer.
Yeah.
Alliance. Oh, wait, Alliance that's the Canadian company.
No, it's not a Canadian company.
Not
it's
anymore.
No, it's not. It's same name, similar name, but it's not the same company. It's called Alliance Entertainment. They're based in America. What they specialize in is physical media and collectibles. And they just made a deal with Amazon MGM Studios to. I did a video about it. They made a deal with them to put out all their stuff on Amazon Prime. Will be put on physical media, all their TV shows and all the MGM back catalog and everything. They will be putting out on 4K and Blu-ray and 4K collectible packages and direct-to-consumer like Walmart stores and stuff for Blu-rays, and to make sure that no catalog title is ever not available. So
interesting.
It's a big deal. It's a big deal. So
wow.
Yeah. It's so.
So it used to be Atlantis Entertainment. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, I know the company now.
I don't know. I don't know if it used to be Atlantis because I was reading it on Media Play News and everything and stuff. So, but yeah, they specialize. That's what they specialize in, like physical media, and not just physical media like Blu-rays and 4Ks, but they specialize in like collectible stuff too, like action figures and stuff like that. So,
themed dildos.
Who knows? I mean,
I want my Jason Statham dildo.
If they're your thing, not my thing.
I'm gonna feel the wrath of that man.
Feel the wrath of man that way.
Goddamn right.
Gay.
No, it's a fun movie.
Yeah.
I don't know what the price would be. It's a typical Shout Factory price.
Oh, and Groove now is probably cheaper.
Yeah, I think I paid like $20 for it. I don't know. I've had it for a while.
That's not bad though. So, I have to see that. I haven't seen that one. I've never seen it, so I want to see it.
Yeah, it's your basic Statham movie. It's a little flashier and a little bit probably above the normal pedigree of his, just because it happens to be a Guy Ritchie film. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I get it because it's a little more prestigious than like these
Little bit.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you didn't tell me it was a Guy Ritchie movie, I'd been like, okay, whatever. It could have been the same director as Crank for all I fucking know.
Yeah.
Like,
oh no, you gotta.
no, as far as it feeling like a Guy Ritchie movie, not really. It feels more like Guy Ritchie's just doing it for the paycheck. It's got like little kind of things. Like, that's what I'm saying. You kind of feel like, oh, this is like, you know, one of those, you know, when you go, like, you see, you know what, every McDonald's is the same, right? But once in a while, when you go to like a bigger city or a touristy kind of town, we'll have one of those McDonald's diners.
Right.
You know, like the 1950s diners. That's kind of what this is. This is your typical basic Statham movie, but it's like just a little fancier.
just a little more upscale, you know. Instead of a Big Mac, it's a Big Mac A.
The food's the same. It's just the environment, the atmosphere, all that's a little bit more flashier, yeah.
But Clark got him a Congo crossword puzzle.
I guess it's a remake of a French film too. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what Corley and Rogue said. It was a remake of a French film.
Basically, it's a type of movie that fucking what's his face would have made back in the day. I just forgot his name. Charles Bronson.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he basically is the modern day Charles Bronson.
He kind of is, yeah.
Yeah, because it's like even like Charles Bronson movies outside of Death Wish became like Death Wish light movies. You know, he had The Evil That Men Do. Speaking of which, Wrath of Man, Charles Bronson.
The same consistency.
Yeah. I was trying to think of all those movies. I have a couple over there. I was looking at them, but I can't read them because I'm farther away.
Well, and he even redid The Mechanic, so.
Yeah, he redid The Mechanic, yep. And he made a sequel too. So I would consider Jason Statham a star. I would.
Yeah.
He's consistent and his movies hit big at the box office for what he does. Now I know you're not getting like $1 billion, $100 million openings, but
his Meg movies make up for that, right?
Yeah, like, Meg movies, yeah.
And all his other movies make money. That's all that matters. Yep. I mean, at the end of the day, I've said it number of times on many a show that he's one of the most consistent actors alive, and he's still a movie star. So. Yep. Yes, and he's an international star. And I've compared him even to like Stallone and Schwarzenegger back in the day. Like, is he that big and huge? In some ways, yes. Now, does he have like the same amount of like franchises as they do? I mean, I guess if you count the Meg and stuff like that, kind of.
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't quite have his
Expendables.
Rocky. Yeah, well, he's in Expendables, which I think they're even going to make another one of those. I think because the
last one was meant to be his spin-off movie called A Christmas Story, and it didn't. I mean, I remember we talked about it. But
yeah, I remember you said it was not very good.
It's a shit movie.
Yeah, but like, I mean, he doesn't have his Rocky and he doesn't have his Terminators, but I would say he's probably the last vestige of those guys making movies out there like that. So. And plus, these movies are typically made on the lower budget sides of most other movies, like $35, $45 million movies, and he makes back the budget like that within the first 2 weeks. So, you know, he does pretty good. See, I wouldn't consider Dwayne Johnson one of them. I don't think so. But that's just me.
Oh no, me. Let's not get into that.
Yeah, let's not get.
The Rock is not a movie star. Is he well known? Yes. Is he arguably probably the most successful wrestler turned actor? Probably. Yes. But if you take out any film where he is or you take all the films where he's the star and compare to the movies where he's in an ensemble cast, you'll notice a big, huge discrepancy. The only time his films are hits is when he's with Jack Black or other people like in the Fast and the Furious and stuff like that. His most successful film where he is the star is Black Adam, and that's considered a flop.
Yeah. That's true.
Now, as far as like box office wise to how much he made. Like movies like, what was that Tooth Fairy movie or whatever?
Oh yeah, the Tooth Fairy.
Yeah, like whatever those kind of movies, I think made more money as far as like percentage wise than any of his more recent films.
Gridiron, or not the Gridiron. What was that?
Or maybe that's the one I was thinking of. That's
Maybe
yeah.
that one. I know he did Tooth Fairy, Gridiron Gang, and he also did that one.
Rundown even bombed at the box office.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like
I like
none of his
Rundown.
films.
Rundown is good.
Yeah, but you go through his movies. His most successful films are things like Black Adam, Skyscraper, and San Andreas, and they only cleared about $300 million.
Crazy.
On like 70 to plus million some dollar budgets. That's not making a profit.
Yeah. Interesting.
But his bigger films are like Jumanji, Fast and Furious, shit like that.
Yep.
And I mean, with Jumanji is you got Jack Black, and Jack Black is probably the next closest person I'd say is technically a movie star.
Yeah, for the most part. Yeah, for the most part. Yeah. And even then, his star is starting to fade a little bit. So
I mean, he's not like a blockbuster movie star, but like this generation, I saw some thing where he was the most recognizable movie star on the planet or whatever. And I'd say I can believe that because my kid growing up, that was the first actor he recognized as an actor.
I mean, you got to give it to him. He's outlasted Ben Stiller. So
well, and he was just in a lot of the right things at the right time for this generation to kind of be like that actor.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'd compare him like a Robin Williams type of us growing up, I guess.
Yeah.
Where he's just in all the right stuff in the right places and everybody kind of just knows him like we knew him by name.
Yeah.
Like I remember my kid being like 3 years old and we're watching TV and I think at that point he'd only seen Jack Black in like School of Rock and something else and I can't remember what all it was. And then he saw him in something else on TV. He's like, "Dad, is that Jack Black?" I'm like, "How do you know his name?"
Yeah, where'd you learn that from?
Like I was just kind of like blown away because I'm just like, how the fuck does he differentiate? Like I know the kid watches School of Rock, but I mean to him it'd be the teacher, you know, in the movie or whatever.
Yeah. Shallow Hal.
Tom Cruise, yeah.
Yeah, Tom Cruise is, I would say, is like the last real movie star all around.
He's a good example of that, you know, flashy studio movie star, yeah.
Yeah, like the old school, like the last one left, which I'm kind of interested to see what his movie Digger is about. You got to be, because apparently it's like one of the most original movies in a long time, and he's going back to comedy. So we'll see. We'll have to see what that's like. They haven't released anything about it yet, so I just brought it up, Digger. So
I bet there's a lot of digging in it.
I bet so. They said it's a Doctor Strangelove type movie, so it'd be like they haven't.
What does that mean? The tone, or does that mean that Tom Cruise is going to play a bunch of characters?
I don't know. Like the only thing they've released of it, which I give them credit for because most like teasers are like a full trailer. They're like, this is your teaser. And it's like a 2-minute long trailer. It's like, that's not a teaser. So like the only teaser I've seen for it that they've released is it's Tom Cruise. He's got cowboy boots on. He's got a shovel and he's in a pair of shorts and he's dancing. So that's
Dancing Machine.
That's it. And it says his first return to comedy since Tropic Thunder. But I don't know how much, like if it's going to be like a comedy or a dramedy or just, I don't know. It's interesting.
I have a feeling it's going to be weird.
Yeah. It's going to be one of those really weird type movies. Who knows if it'll be good or not though. But anyways, The Wrath of Man, I'll have to pick that up. I'll have to check that out. All right, so you done, or you want me to?
No, I don't have much else to say besides that. Yeah.
All right. Well, here I go. I have. Speaking of the Meg, I have Deep Star 6, directed by Sean S. Cunningham, where they underwater from Kino Lorber. I don't know. Did this get a 4K? I don't know.
For some reason, I think it will be getting one, but I don't think it has yet.
Okay.
I think Kino Lorber is going to be doing it, if I'm not mistaken.
Because this is not a 4K scan of the movie.
No. Yeah, I think I have that one you have there, too. Yeah, but I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. I watched it last night, actually. I hadn't seen it in a long ass time. It's very much Alien and Aliens meet Jaws. That's what it is. So the plot of the movie is
Sold.
so it's it truly is. Have you ever seen this one or not?
I'm trying to remember. Like I said, I know I got the DVD here, or the Blu-ray, I mean. And I know Sean S. Cunningham, and I remember the poster, but I'm not sure if I really remember the movie. Oh, it does have a 4K already? I might have a 4K already.
Okay, I don't. I have the Blu-ray, but it's probably better than if they have 4K. It's probably better than this Blu-ray. It doesn't look bad, but this is not a 4K scan on this Blu-ray. But anyways, the plot of the movie is it's this group of people who are living underwater, and like what they're living in is basically like the ship from Aliens. It's really what it is. And what they're doing is for the Navy, they're drilling out a hole in the bottom of the ocean to place a missile silo down there, so they can be ready because it's in the 80s, the Cold War and all that. And during the digging of the ocean floor, they accidentally collapse it a little bit and something comes out. A giant monster comes out and starts killing people. And it's like I said, it's very much like Alien and Aliens together meet Jaws, because they're all very much into like the way it's the set design, the way the people cast is. They're all very much like straight out of the Aliens movies, and then the creature is like coming, like they don't show it at first. It's very much like Jaws because they even like have music sort of similar to that, and it keeps hitting the thing and stuff. And on top of that, like it's like one of those movies where it's like, yeah, we have this creature, but we also have this problem, and now we have this problem on top of this problem. It's like, how do you get out of this? So it's a great. I like the movie. No, it's not better than Leviathan or The Abyss or anything like that, because I know some people. I saw Ace Hanlon said he didn't like it or anything like that. So, but no, it's not like one of those. But it's like, it's one of those cheesy B movie, like sci-fi type underwater movies. Yeah, you don't see the creature till like an hour into the movie. You really don't. It takes a while. They played it. You can clearly tell he was taking inspiration from Jaws by showing less is more, the way they did it. But yeah, Greg Evigan is in it. He's the star. Miguel Fierro, for however you say his name, is in it. Dickovich from Spider-Man, Mr. Dickovich is in it from Spider-Man. I think they're about the only ones that's really big names. Everybody else is, nobody else is in it. But yeah, so like they've been trapped under the ocean for 6 months, and some of them are like the Miguel Fierro character starting to get a little stir crazy. So he's getting a little crazy, and he plays a great little like smarmy asshole who's like, it wasn't my fault. I didn't do it. It wasn't me. I was following orders. Even though he's messing up every 10 seconds. So it's great. It's great. It's a fun little movie. I got to give a shout out to Rick, who he sent this one my way. So appreciate it, because he bought him an extra copy, he said, and so he sent me this one. So yeah.
Yeah, there is the 4K of that, yeah, but I don't have it yet.
Okay, so
they did re-release the Blu-ray with the 4K scan, I guess, as well.
Did they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there you go.
There you go. It's a good one. It's good. The film is written by Louis Abernathy, James Cameron's friend. That makes sense. $30 on DVD on Amazon? What? This Blu-ray's got to be cheaper than that from Kino.
The 4K is only $25. Yeah.
I was going to say the 4K is $25. Kino's cheap, so
that's probably for the out-of-print edition, which is not worth it anyway.
Yeah, and this does also have a reversible artwork on it, so it shows the monster, but yeah,
monster.
It's pretty good. But this is artwork I always remembered, so from at the video store and everything.
Right.
So. No, it's a fun movie. If you've never seen it, check it out. It's one of those like claustrophobic type movies, and Sean Cunningham did Friday the 13th. So, yeah.
Indeed.
Indubitably. So it's up to you, Tom. Whatever you got.
You got one more after this, don't you?
Yeah. I do have one more after this. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I have to say, this is one that was kind of a disappointment from Arrow.
Oh.
Where to start with this one?
You don't hear this too often from Arrow.
No,
It
you
happens, but
don't.
not too often.
Well, I wonder how much of it is Warner Brothers, how much of it's New Line, and how much of it's actually Arrow. And I'm talking about the new Spawn 4K, which I also have the old edition here on this 4-pack for some reason with Mortal Kombat. It never made any sense to me, but it's there.
Yeah, why is Spawn with Mortal Kombat?
And you will have to keep this old version of Spawn because if you want the music videos, they're not on here.
Oh, that sucks.
Arrow didn't want to hand out the money for it. But okay, so what's the problem here? Well, first and foremost, I'm sure you all know Spawn notoriously has some of the worst CGI ever. And this just exacerbates it. Like you get, I mean, like we're getting, and then like to top it off, like a good, I swear at least 50% or more of the movie doesn't even come from the negative.
Probably
not talking.
So like,
and it's not even just like, it's weird because it's just so there's so many transitions and little CGI additions and things like that throughout that I'm watching this going, you know what? This is one of the first times in a long time where I'd have to say that this should have never gotten a 4K. And if they were going to give it a 4K, they should have started from scratch and redid all the special effects because you can do it for $1.05 now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because this is a fucking mess. Some of the shots look great. Like anything that has no CGI or any other opticals involved that is straight negative looks brilliant and beautiful. The makeup shines through. Of course, a lot of the stuff with John Leguizamo's makeup and everything looks great. But everything else looks like dog ass.
The big old cape doesn't work and all that.
Oh, fuck. Like, you got so much haloing and other issues. Like, I don't even know where to begin with this. Like, this is a cobbled mess. And whoever thought this was a good idea to put on 4K is beyond me. Like, I would have done a 4K scan and just done it in Blu-ray and just had somebody explain that, you know, such a large portion of the negative is not negative. You know, like, because of all the special effects and because of the state of where special effects were at that time and the fact that New Line didn't spend the amount of money they probably should have. Oh, Lord. That we just did it in standard Blu-ray would make more sense.
I think it would have probably just sold. I mean, if you said you did
the old Blu-ray doesn't even look that bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say if like maybe you said you did a new scan for Blu-ray, I think it would have still probably sold pretty well. So
yeah, this is one of those cases where I'm just, which is weird because comparing it to the Mask, which is a couple years before it, the Mask looks beautiful. This, like, and there's even some still grain here or there, so that means there's been some DNR applied to it. And again, I don't know if Arrow's to blame or Warner Brothers is to blame or the lack of New Line's ability to keep track of any fucking thing is to blame.
So what I'm hearing is it doesn't look good.
Again, it's like if you don't already own it, go for it. Right? Like, might as well. There is some new special features. I believe this is the first time you're going to get the theatrical cut in forever. Because I don't think it's available on this older disc. And I don't even know if the DVD ever had it. So I think not since VHS have we seen the theatrical cut. And even then, I think it was the unrated cut. And I couldn't tell you the difference because I think I've only ever seen the unrated cut.
Yeah, I think I've only seen it either too.
Maybe I saw it in theaters. I don't remember, but because the movie's not bad, right? It's where the third act is where the movie completely falls apart, and it's all because of the CGI in hell. And
yeah, down. Oh man, like going to all the Spawn people down in hell and the devil and all that. God. So you're telling me
looks so bad, so bad. Okay, so what is Spawn about? Spawn is about a man who happens to be one of the most efficient killers ever. I'm trying to think. He's special forces something or other. And so the devil wants him and God wants him both to be their avenging angel or assassins. But through circumstance, hell gets a hold of him first and turns him into Spawn. And it's kind of he's being set up to kill this guy who, if he's killed, it will let loose this massive biological weapon. And I don't know, it's a decent film overall. It's just, and I love the cheesy acting and overacting and the comic book kind of way the film is put together. But just the CGI really destroys the movie. It does. It makes it so bad in some spots. It's just like, oh my God.
I'm still waiting to see if Todd McFarlane ever gets his new version of Spawn off the ground.
Fuck that version from what I've heard too.
I know, from what I've heard about it too.
Because now we could do a perfect version of Spawn, and then he's trying to do this weird shit.
Yeah. He wants to like keep it on like police officers or something, I think last I heard.
Look, Spawn's a rip-off of Ghost Rider. Let's be fucking real.
Pretty much. And
it's pretty much a rip-off of Ghost Rider. And Crow, kind of.
Yeah. Plus, he's like, he did make Venom, so he kind of still uses the same design as Venom for Spawn.
Yes, there's a little bit of Venom in there too, you're right.
Yeah.
What's funny about Michael Jai White playing Spawn is he gets second billing to John Leguizamo.
I know.
That's hilarious. Both cuts are on the DVD separately. That's what I couldn't remember. Yeah. So I wish the animated series would get released on Blu-ray. I'm kind of hoping since they had the trailer for it on here, because I'm pretty sure it's on the old Blu-ray and DVD too.
Wasn't that an HBO show?
It is, and it was on HBO and HD last I knew, but it still hadn't had a Blu-ray release yet. So I hadn't checked in to see if it was up converted or actual HD. But
yeah, remember the show The Max?
Yes.
On MTV? That was good. I haven't seen that in years. Anyways, so
sorry it's been a short episode, so
I
got one left, but so disappointed on this one. I don't want to blame Arrow completely on this. I got it on the sale price, so I'm not going to bitch too much.
This got to be like a Warner Brothers thing.
I think so.
Yeah.
And if you want it, it's still on sale. I think on the Barnes and Noble sale. I don't remember when it ends, so it's as far as the price goes. Yeah.
Yeah. So it sounds like it's not just from Tom, but from Media Archive, Mike, and others out there in the chat that the 4K really isn't worth it. That's what it sounds like for the most part.
Unless you're a huge fucking fan and you want the new special features, you want both versions of the movie in HD, which that I can understand. Like if somebody actually wants the theatrical cut, but like I said, I couldn't even really tell you what the differences is. I think it's 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So, this was typical of New Line at that time. They were doing this constantly. They were one of the first ones to do that shit, where they would do a unrated cut for video, and I think that's part of the reason half of their fucking assets are all over the place and a mess.
Yeah.
So, because that's the thing, is this movie looks like a ton of it's from an inner positive.
Makes sense. They probably didn't even bother, like, kind of like Jason X. They probably just did the digitized it thing, and
I honestly think this is a step to Jason X, if that makes sense.
Yeah, okay.
Because I believe this came out, 97, 98, somewhere in there?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
And then Jason X was, 99? Something like that?
2000, I think, too.
2000? Well, I downloaded it in 1999.
Yeah, because...
Anyway, that being said, because, I think that's what happened, is, like, this movie, a large portion of it, wherever there's any... Because they use computers for everything, it looks like. So I don't look like there's any optical effects in any of this film. To the point where, like, so whatever percentage of it was done on computer, they just spat out brand new film. And that film is what they used for the final film. For those who don't know, for Jason X, they did that for the entire movie. And even the scenes they didn't have to. But at that time, they looked at it as it was a better way of getting, and they're not totally wrong. It was probably a better quality way of getting out prints to theaters, because they would do straight up digital to film prints. And okay, whatever, that was fine for 1999, 2000, but now that looks like donkey ass on the disc. And I find it hilarious because of course that one's outselling Jason Goes to Hell.
Yeah,
which looks 10 times better.
it does. It does look so much better. But some people, what can you say? All right. Well, I guess we'll move on to me for my final. I have two because they go together. For my final picks of the night, and I figured I'd finally get to these after talking about it. It's a problem. This may or may not be my last Stephen King stuff I talk about for a while because I was in a mood for all that. But I finally went and I watched it. It chapter 1 and it chapter 2. I don't have these on 4K. I was actually going to wait till the TV series releases on 4K before I upgrade them. So I don't know if there's much of a difference. I don't know, but anyways, I
think both of them are up converted, if I remember.
Yeah,
right.
that's what I figured. So that's why I never really rushed.
I have the 4K.
You know? So yeah, but yeah, I watched. These are long ass movies. Second one should not be as long as it is. Should not be as long as it is. Does anybody not know what the It movies are about?
Yeah, but real quick though, like Cornelian Road, we're talking about two completely different things here.
Oh, okay.
I'm not talking about digital projection. I'm talking about where they actually use the computer to edit the film like they had with most movies then, but instead of going back and conforming the negative and then doing it that way, he probably does. They actually just did the entire film out, like, because you'd scan it out on film. So you go from a scanned film in the computer, edited with all the special effects, all that done, spat back out onto film, and those films were the ones that film stock is what was shown in theaters, if that makes sense. So this was before digital projection was commonplace yet.
Right. Makes sense.
Which, I mean, if there was some digital theaters at that point, I'm sure they showed them that way. But yeah, even the Phantom Menace though was similar in that respect. Yes.
Yeah. But no, okay. So I watched the new.
Anyhow,
Yeah. I've seen them before. I've had them for a while, as you can tell from my Blu-rays.
Did they float?
They float. They all float down here. I still like the first one. I still think the first one's pretty good. I will say watching them back to back. Well, I didn't watch them like back to back because how long they were, but I like watched the first one day and then the next day I watched two. That helps the second one a little bit when you watch them like that so close together. And I think that's one of some, outside of other problems I have with the second one, which I'll get into a little bit here. I don't want to go too far overboard into it. It's like it helps when you watch them so close together like that. So like if anybody doesn't know what it is about, it is about a group of kids in Derry, Maine, who do battle with a shape-shifting alien clown. Pennywise is his favorite form, and it starts off with the killing of the Bill's, the one kid, the leader of the. I'm starting to talk like Bill because he has a stutter. So his brother Georgie is taken by Pennywise, and their friends get together. Him and his friends get together to hunt him down and take him out. It's a great story. I do like the first one. They moved it to the 80s in this version compared to the Tim Curry version, which I still think sue me guys, I still think Tim Curry is a better Pennywise, and I still think the 90s version is still better movies, but I don't hate it chapter 1. And my biggest problems with they are pretty scary. They can get scary. But my biggest problems with it chapter 2 is it's just too much stuff in that movie. Yeah, I know the book is super, super long, and it's so funny because like adapting it, they not only did they get so much stuff into that's from the books, but they also left so much out, which is even when they had to make a TV show about it now. So, but like the flashbacks with the kids in the second movie should not be in the movie. Is there room for flashbacks to them as kids? Yes, there is room, but they should not be in this movie because the kids have clearly aged, like you mentioned before, Tom, because you had the director of the original
Tommy Lee Wallace.
Yeah, Tommy Lee Wallace, where he's like, you shoot all the kids stuff first. Well, they should have did that because the kids in the second movie are de-aged you can clearly see it on their face, and they do talk about that in the special features and everything. They had to de-age these kids. They had to shrink them in height, in some of them. And the one fat kid, clearly lost weight from the first movie to this movie. I don't know. I can't remember how many years in between they filmed it. So like he's clearly
2,
not.
I think it was.
Yeah, like 2 years. He's clearly not as big as he was in the first movie, and it's in his flashback is so dumb too because it's summertime, right? It's summertime, and that's when they fought Pennywise in the first movie. It's summertime, and they come back together in the summertime, and they each one has to find their special item so they can do the ritual of Chode to try to stop Pennywise. And he's in school. His flashback is he's in school. What the fuck's he doing in school? It's summertime. They were on summer break. Not once did they mention that school had started back in the beginning of in the first movie. And on second one, it's like characters are completely different all of a sudden. Like, you can talk if you needed to talk. I wasn't sure.
I was going to ask if you had the same issue I had with both films.
Mm-hmm.
And that is that there's a lot of payoff with no setup. And it's unless you know the shit from the original film, you would be completely fucking lost or left to your own accord to kind of figure it out. And it feels like they did everything they could not to remake the original miniseries.
Yes, because like even like with his bike, silver, whatever, like they show it like you're supposed to know what it is, but they never fucking explain his bike at all, not once. Like
same thing with the blood in Beverly's bathroom.
Yes,
and a
they
few
never
other
explain
things.
that. Yeah, they never explain that, and like.
Which bothered me because that's one of the most important parts of both the book and the original miniseries, as far as like that's the one time they were able to quiet Pennywise's activity down because they all worked together and they able to make the blood finally go away.
Yes, and like they do have that scene where they all work together where they clean it, but they don't explain it, like you said. They don't explain it, and it doesn't do that. And yeah, go ahead.
Well, and it's probably because in the original movie, it's fine. They handle it just fine as far as I'm concerned. But my memory from the book is it's this huge allegory for her going through her period. And her father, like, flat out, like, assaults her all the fucking time in the book.
Yeah, it's hinted at in the movie.
Hinted at in the movie, but it's not hinted at in the book at all.
Yeah.
There's for some reason, there's a specific scene that sticks out to me from the book where, especially because what happens is he used to molest her constantly, and then when he finds out she has her period, he's disgusted by her or something like that.
Yeah.
It is the stupidest shit in the world, but there's this very graphic scene in which he assaults her in one part of the book. But like, yeah, I'm trying to remember it all. It's been 25 years since I've read the book. But like you said, they do hint at it in this movie. In the original film, it's slightly alluded to, but very taken back quite a bit. Like they do did a lot of that stuff is taken back in the miniseries. Yeah. Which, as far as I'm concerned, to me, it's this. There's this thing in it that's a constant to where it's like everybody who deals with it, it's like, is their life really that much worse, or would they be better off just dying? Because like the only one who has a semi-decent life is Bill, yet his life turns upside down once his little brother gets killed, right? Like otherwise everybody else lives a pretty miserable existence in the story.
Well, when they grow up they all get better lives, but even in their better lives
they have issues.
But no,
even Beverly in the book, because it's again alluded to in these. But in the book, more so, the guy that she ends up marrying flat out beats the ever-loving shit out of her.
That is in the movie. That is in both movies, actually.
Yeah, but no, like worse than what's in the movies. Like, I mean, straight up more abusive and stuff like that. Than what's in the
he does
movies.
almost try to kill her when they first.
That's true. They do kind of get a little closer in the new version. You're right, but yeah,
no, that's the thing. Like, I think I remember Stephen King saying that. It's like, yes, they all grew up and became successful, but they're still like. Yeah, Beverly is this very successful fashionista or something like that.
But she basically married her dad.
Yeah, she basically married dad. So she still get beat on. What's his name? The kid with asthma and everything basically still married his mom, who's still controlling him and everything and telling him what to do and how to live. Richie, who is still making jokes. Well, actually, Richie's in the book and then the stuff is still pretty good. So they changed his character, which that was something I really hated in the second one. They make his character, essentially, they hint at that he's gay in this, in It Chapter 2. And that comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, because it's really Eddie who's gay.
Yeah, so it was clearly Eddie who was gay, not Richie, and it's hinted at maybe that Richie's the gay one, which is
well, no, in the book he straight up lives with like some other guy and his mom, from what I remember.
Yeah, and like
again, I might be mixing things up, but sorry.
No, you're not wrong. No, it's Eddie. Eddie is clearly the one that was supposed to be gay. But Richie isn't. But they made it like all like it was like it just comes out of nowhere because like the way it's presented in these two movies, like when you watch the first movie, Richie and Bill seem to be like the best friends, right? They seem like best friends. They're like always hanging out together in the movie. Like it even comes out to the point where it's like Richie's telling Bill, he's like, see, you punch me in the face, you made me do this, you made me do that. Now I'm down here and I got to kill this fucking clown. And he pulls out a bat and he saves Bill. And in the second movie, when they flash back to them as kids, he's always hanging out with Eddie. And they all of a sudden they have this like gay relationship that was like never there at all in the first movie or even hinted at. It just like comes out of the blue all of a sudden. It's like, okay, whatever. But yeah, I know there's summer school in it, but the way like the kids flashback is like we're at the time area, it's like everybody's in school. Now, granted, it could have been like the first week of school because it does still sort of take place in summer.
The flashbacks are in a much different order in this version.
Yeah.
Kind of like they were in the book from my memory, because like that was one thing Tommy Lee did with the original film, and that might have carried over from the Romero version or whatever, to where they basically front-loaded all the kids' stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Which, for better or for worse, that's the problem with the film, right? Is in the book, it's kind of, I think it jumps between so many different time periods, like back and forth and from different times in that era of the kids, not in like any kind of chronological order, to where they put it in chronological order, where you have part one is when they're kids, part two is when they're adults.
Yeah.
And that worked, although the problem you have there, and Tommy even admitted it, is that the second half is the weaker half.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't, then you no longer have the parallel going back and forth. You have, we already lived this once. Yeah. Well, see, and then what you have to do is what the second film, at least, this is the one place where this movie succeeded where no other version had before, and that is you got to give them something they do different as an adult than they did as kids that makes it work this time.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because that's the whole thing you're setting up is, and that was the problem with the TV movie, was they do the exact same thing. It's like, how do you expect it to be any different this time?
They do it all the way through. But this, I agree.
This time they have the belittling thing, which, for better or worse, I thought, okay, at least you did something that was different, and it makes kind of sense with the whole idea of he feeds on fear. Mm-hmm. So if they're no longer afraid of him and they belittle him to the point where they literally make him little.
Yeah.
Like, I thought, okay, that's kind of clever. Maybe it's not smart, but it is kind of clever in a weird way.
The only problem I really had with that is the insults they give him are kind of weak, right? Because like
that could be, but the power is in the fact that they took his power away, kind of like with Freddy.
Exactly.
Like, to me, they did what Wes Craven was trying to do with the original Nightmare on Elm Street with Freddy, when she's like, "I take all your powers away from you. I'm no longer afraid of you." And that's kind of what this needed to be, was these kids saying, "You know what? I've been carrying this my whole life. Fuck you."
Yeah.
Right. Like, that's what it needed to be.
More of that. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, yes, you're so right. And it works when they do that. But like, they needed a little more, like, with the insults and everything, like letting him have it a little more is you know what I mean?
They could have totally, but yeah, at the end of the day, I think the idea is what works best. Shush.
There is a little Pennywise in it. He does become a little Pennywise.
That has got nothing to probably do with it.
I will be honest with you, watching them like this back to back, other than some of my problems I had with the second one, I actually liked the second one more than I anticipated, because I remember not liking it at all. Because I remember
the third act helps, yeah.
Yes, the third act really comes together, and I got to tell you, outside of like what I was getting with the personality changes, like Ben in the first movie, the fat kid, he's always spending time at the library, and he's the one that tells them the history of Derry and everything and what's going on. And then all of a sudden, they don't even mention that he's into architecture, right? So then all of a sudden in the second movie, oh, guess what? Ben's a different character all of a sudden now because he was into architecture and he built him a clubhouse. The clubhouse scene should have been in the first movie that I flash back to. That should have been in the first movie. And then Mike, who now lives in the library, he's the one that knows all the research about dairy and discovers the ritual of Chode and the Native Americans and how they've kept him, and how they try to stop him and everything. And it's like, whoa, wait a minute here. You guys gave Mike and Ben, you guys switched their personalities from not only from the book, but in the movies as well, too. Because if I remember, I think Mike was the one that was originally telling them all about the town of Derry and the mishaps and the black spot and all that. Like I said, I have the book. And then after watching the original movie and the two new movies, it's like it's all jumbled in my head now. So
good luck trying to read that book too. It's almost
I've read it. I've had it for years. But no, I actually found myself liking the second one a little more. I was upset, once again, like with Bill's wife, they leave Bill's wife out completely, which if I remember correctly in the book, and I know in the other one, she is a little more important than just a bitch in the beginning of the movie, because like they make her like a bitch in the beginning of the movie and you never see her again. If I remember correctly, she is a little more important because that helps with Bill and like him letting go of Beverly. Right, because it was clear that Bill and Beverly were never really meant to be together, and that it was Ben and Beverly and they do get together in the book and in both movies. But it was clear that like Bill was sort of like, his wife helps him, and I believe she even does she get taken in the book? See, like it's been so long, and all this is jumbled in my head. But like I don't like they left out Bill because it doesn't help with because Bill has to let go of Beverly. And Beverly has to let go of Bill so that she can see Ben is who she really loved all this whole time, and it kind of leaves Bill out on a limb on that part. But other than that, I think the casting for the grown-up versions of Bill with James McAvoy is great. Bill Hader as Richie is great casting. He plays it perfectly. Other than I don't like that they hinted that he's gay. The guy that plays Eddie, who just actually offed himself in real life here, not too long ago, is great casting for Eddie. He looks almost identical to the kid, and like they do a great transition with his face and that kid that played him. So great. Mike, the Old Spice guy, is great as Mike. I don't like what's her name as Beverly. What was her name? Jessica Chastain. I think she's poor casting as Beverly. And the guy that played Ben as adult does not look anything. Like I said, his character seems completely different than the fat kid they don't seem like they're the same person. Those other people all seem like they are the same person, but like Beverly and Jessica Chastain and the guy that plays Ben do not seem like the same people at all. Bill Hader is great. Pennywise is much better in the second movie than he is in the first movie, because I know some people were complaining that Pennywise doesn't have a personality, and it's true. Outside of the first movie, outside of when he talks to Georgie in the beginning of the movie, Pennywise doesn't say much in that first movie. Most of the time, he's just standing there looking creepy, or he's just running and screaming at him, and he doesn't really say much in the first movie. The second movie, he does get a much more upgraded personality and talks more and everything, and like. You know how we talk about how he comes off so creepy in the beginning, and like the clown outfit we didn't like because we thought, the whatever. It works in the movie when he talks to the little girl, because now that they're in like 2016, and he gets that little girl under the bench in the sports game, and she's like, you're too creepy, you're creepy, your clown doesn't work. And he's finally starting to realize maybe his clown guys in the form that he is isn't working like it once was, so he has to talk his way into killing her. So and he does kill a lot of more people in the second movie than he does in the first movie. So there was parts about it that I found myself liking more than I thought I remembered, and there was other parts I didn't like. But in the end, I think it once you watch them back to back like I did, it does play for a better movie. And there's talks of possibly a 6-hour cut of the film where they'll merge them all together as one long film. So with the success of the TV series, that may actually happen this time, because I know it wasn't going to happen because of the Flash, because he was in a bit of the doghouse because of the Flash movie, and then the TV show came and it was a hit, and now he's not in the doghouse anymore. Andy, whatever his name is, who directed Muschietti. So, so yeah. But that's it. I watched some. I finally that may be my last of the Stephen Kings I watched for a while. I don't know. It depends how I feel this week. I was thinking about watching The Langoliers. I haven't seen The Langoliers in a while. I was thinking about maybe watching that or Stand By Me. Tom took my one. I was going to watch The Green Mile, but you brought it on already, so I'll probably wait a little while on that one. But no, yeah. I'll probably talk about these again in May because I'm going to order the TV series, because I actually did, regardless of some of the problems once again, yeah, do I have problems with some of these? Did I have problems with some of the TV series? Yeah, but in the end, they're really not that bad. They're better than some other new stuff, you know what I mean? So what can I say? May, I say May because that's when the TV series comes out is released. It will be released on Blu-ray and 4K. And they also, if you didn't want the 4K Steelbook or if you missed out on it, they are releasing it on 4K in a standard with the slip and all that. So there you guys have it. That's it. Stephen King scrubbing bubbles now in miniseries on ABC. Yeah, James Ransone was solid in it too. He was good. So yeah. But anyways, that's really all I got for you guys. Groove has the standard is 4K. Yeah, you can go to Groove. I highly recommend Groove. If you haven't heard me and Tom talk about it enough, go to Groove. Groove has great deals. They usually you get free shipping. You can get like 20 to 15% off on your first couple orders. Usually, they're great. That I buy from them all the time now, thanks to Tom bringing it up to me. So, great place to buy physical media from. So yeah, get your groove on. Yeah. The series, I have a few problems with it here and there, but I actually didn't hate it. I actually liked it. It wasn't bad at all. I think Pennywise is great. It does take a while before Pennywise gets into the series, and the CGI is really shitty. CGI is really shitty in the show. But once Pennywise gets into it and the story picks up, it's really good. It gets really good. And once again, the novel is so thick and so dense, and there's so much, like Tom said, time traveling. Well, not time traveling, but like going back and forth in time. They really do flesh out a lot of Derry and stuff like that in the show. Outside of my few complaints about them complaining about modern times and a show set in the 60s, it's good. It's good. And you get to know a little bit more about certain characters that are related to the main characters. So, yeah. But anyways, Tom, any final words as I close it? Because I'm done. I'm done. So, alrighty then. That's all you need to hear.
Nah, I'm good. The only other thing I watched again was Spinal Tap 2, and we already talked about that to death.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, I appreciate you, Tom, for hanging out with me, and I thank you, everybody in the chat and everybody watching at home. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, all that good things. Help Tom out. He's a good guy. I'll see you guys on the next one. As always, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
How you doing? Bitches leave.